Hello, everyone. I'm Arnie Munson, president of Holtmeyer and Munson. We are the ICBA preferred service provider for government guaranteed lending, specifically SBA lending and USDA lending, handling those guaranteed loan products. I want to share with you today some thoughts about how effective these programs can be and why your institution, if you're not active in these programs, should become active, and give you some highlights of the programs and how we can be a resource to you. So a little bit about us. We've been at this a good long time, 42 years, doing the same thing. We've been endorsed by the ICBA as a preferred service provider for 18 years. That's a real meaningful, important endorsement, and we really appreciate that. So we've been at it a good long time. We like to think we know what we're doing, and we'll do a good job for our clients. Regarding the government guaranteed loan programs, these are great tools for community lenders. Right now, our small business borrowers have extra stress on them. We've seen a pretty significant run up in interest rates. Access to capital is more critical than ever. And the message is, how can we continue to provide funding to these small business borrowers in a prudent manner and mitigate risk for the bank as well? So I'm going to share some ideas with you. Again, SBA and USDA loan programs, great way to mitigate risk with that government full faith and credit guarantee. It's a credit enhancement offered through these guarantees, and it allows you at the bank level to, we call it, expand your credit box. You have a credit box, conventional C&I credit box that looks like this. What do you do with that marginal decline that falls just outside your conventional credit box? You really don't want to turn them away. You like the relationship or possible relationship. And but the borrower has been weakened to the point that they need some kind of support mechanism for you to extend credit to them. So, as we all know, community lenders are relationship driven. That's the ICBA's mantra, and they look to us as a valuable partner. So you need to have these programs available to them so you can offer them a full range of services. Um, we don't need to tell you that the competition is fierce. Your competitors are making SBA loans right now. And if you're not, you're losing out on some opportunities in your markets. These programs can also be very profitable by selling guarantees in the secondary market. I'm guessing every community bank, ICBA member on this call is looking for sources of non-interest fee income. Well, this is a great source to provide you with some non-interest fee income. A little bit more about Holtmeyer and Munson. We've been around since 1982. We're the largest. We like to think we're the best outsourced SBA and USDA lender service provider in the country. Presently, we're serving 400 plus clients. We can help you with starting, refreshing, restarting, or establishing these government guaranteed loan programs. We handle all aspects of the lending process, from applications, underwriting, closing, selling guarantees. So if you think of us at a high level as a completely staffed, fully sourced, outsourced SBA department without the overhead and without the heartburn, I might add. I say that because all of our fees are transaction based. So there's no sunk costs. You can sign up with us, and per transaction is how we charge for our services. Our largest clients probably do 80 to 100 SBA loans with us every year. Our smaller clients do one or two every year. But it's very effective because you can control your costs and eliminate overhead. We also manage bank SBA and USDA loan portfolios, and presently we're managing about $4.5 billion. That's with a B, billion dollars of portfolio loans. We made the decision about a year ago to establish a SOC 2 level 2 certified audit as certified by the AICPA. So that really distinguishes us from our competitors. It's the highest level of certification you can get from the AICPA. We continue to hold that certification. The SBA programs, or the programs that we work with most, and I suggest you should get involved with if you're not, the SBA 7A program, which is a guaranteed loan program, the most widely used, the most well-known. You make a direct commercial loan to a creditworthy borrower, and upon that credit facility, you can get up to an 85% full faith and credit government guarantee. That serves as an enhancement, and it allows you to, as I mentioned earlier, expand your credit box. One real advantage, it's legislated right now and will be enforced through at least the end of the fiscal year, is the guarantee fee on any loan of $1 million or less has been eliminated. So whereas historically the borrower would pay that guarantee fee as access to programs, that's been waived right now. And I think that'll be continued into the new fiscal year. So that's the 7A program. The SBA Express program is another really good program that we use extensively. It has a lower limit, $500,000, 50% full faith and credit guarantee. And the trade-off for that lower guarantee is that you at the bank level have what they call delegated authority. So you make the credit decision. SBA does not make that credit decision. They allow you to do that. And it's a great tool for a revolving line of credit. We do it in our practice as what we call a companion. So if you're doing some term financing for a borrower and they need a working capital line of credit, this is a great tool to put in place, and you can manage it at the bank level. That guarantee fee is also waiver is in effect on this program as well. The USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture Loan Guarantee Program, the B&I or Business and Industry Program, is very much like the 7A program. It's a shared risk program. You're going to work with a different agency, but we take care of those details. Has a higher limit, $25 million versus the $5 million. It has an 80% full faith and credit guarantee across the board. We use it extensively for agricultural facilities, chicken production, hog production facilities, dairy facilities, grain handling. One of the caveats to this program is your borrower must be located in a municipality of 50,000 or less. But if you look at the ICBA family, that restriction covers most of your footprint. So that's a great program as well. And you can sell those guarantees into the secondary market just the same as you can an SBA 7A guarantee. So those are the programs that are most widely used, most well-known. And again, if you're not involved in these programs and would like to be, we'd be delighted to work with you. A little bit more about how we work with our clients and our service menu. When we onboard a new client, we assign a dedicated account executive. So you have a go-to person that you can call with questions to discuss transactions. So we start the process, with loan consulting and packaging, actually preparing applications to be submitted and approved by the SBA or the USDA. That process is pretty self-sustaining. Once that guarantee from the government is issued, the next step is getting that loan closed. And that's a technical practice. So we take control of that and we provide loan closing services. So we'll prepare all of the required documentation, make sure your loan is closed properly and your guarantee is intact at the time of the closing of that loan. If you want to sell that guarantee in the secondary market, we can handle that for you. We would go out and survey poolers or investors, get the highest bid in the country, and prepare the securitization and sale documents and make delivery to the investor. Servicing and portfolio management. Again, I mentioned we're servicing billions of dollars of SBA and USDA loan transactions. That's also a very technical practice. And a lot of our client banks, nearly all of them, engage us to handle it for them. It's just one more thing that you don't have to deal with, and we're expert at it. We're in the risk business. So as you make loans, as you extend credit, sooner or later, you're going to have losses, distressed borrowers, guarantee claims. If that happens with a USDA or an SBA loan, we have a department that handles guarantee claims and liquidations. So if you think of us again as a full service, fully staffed, outsourced SBA department, literally a phone call away and without the overhead and without the heartburn. That's really our business model. One last thing here. We do publish a newsletter every 60 days. And I encourage you, if you have a minute, if you're not receiving it, it's worth reading. I know you get inundated with newsletters, publications. This one is very specific about SBA, USDA lending. And on our website, there's a pull-down menu. You can subscribe to it, and we'll start sending it to you. And again, it's worth reading. So please do that if you would be so kind. A complimentary consultation. If you have some interest in these programs, we'd be delighted to have a conversation with you, how we can match our services to your needs at the bank level and get you in the government guaranteed lending business, again, without the overhead, without the heartburn. And these are very effective programs. Your competitors are doing it. And if you're not, I encourage you to consider getting involved and do it the right way. We have a long history of successful operations. We're vetted, by the ICBA. We have a SOC audit. That's a certification from the ICBA, AICPA. So if you have some interest, call the 800 number. It rings to my desk, and we can have a conversation about getting your institution involved in these programs on a very effective basis. Thank you.